I told my son to cancel his marriage. My son's been with his girlfriend for 7 years. 7 whole years of hearing about how perfect she was, how she actually listened to him, how he'd never met anyone like her. And honestly, I agreed. The girl seemed solid, polite, respectful, came to family dinners and didn't act like an idiot. Her parents were a different story though. Met them maybe 3 times for dinner and every single time they'd say weird stuff to my husband like, "Why are you cooking? Shouldn't you be out in the garage? That's what fathers do." We'd just brush it off because whatever, they're old school. Then they got engaged. A small party, nothing crazy. My son was glowing, talking about the wedding, showing everyone the venue. Everything seemed fine until about 2 months later, when his girlfriend shows up at my house on a Tuesday afternoon. Said her parents wanted to talk to me. I was about to yell for my son to come down, but she stopped me real quick. "He's not allowed at this conversation," she said. I should have known right there something was off, but I went anyway. Showed up at their place and her parents were sitting there all formal at the dining table. Didn't even offer me water. Her dad starts talking about the wedding plans and then just casually drops the word contract like we're living in 1920 or something. I actually laughed because I thought he was joking. Nope, dead serious. Started going on about how it's tradition, how it shows respect, how their family has always done it this way. I told them straight up there's no contract happening. In what century do you think this is? That's when the girlfriend jumps in, starts backing up her parents, talking about how my son would be working for her dad anyway, so the contract would help them get started. I'm sitting there confused because my son's been running his business since he was in high school. He's got a whole thing mapped out, told me about it 100 times. So I asked her what she meant by working for her dad, and she said, "Well, that's what husbands do. They fall in line with the family." Her mom nodded, like this was the most obvious thing in the world. I stood up and told them I needed to think about it. The dad said, "Good. Take your time, but don't tell your son yet. We'll handle talking to him about his new role as a husband." I left and drove straight home. My son was on the couch watching something on his laptop. I sat down next to him and told him everything. Every single word. He just stared at me for a minute. Then he started crying. Not like sad crying, but angry crying. The kind where you're trying to talk, but you can't get the words out right. He kept saying I didn't know. I didn't know she thought like that. How did I not see this? I let him get it all out, and then he asked me what he should do. I looked at him and said, "You're not being forced into anything. If you don't want this, cancel it. You don't owe her 7 years of your life if she's going to pull this." He called her that night. I heard him from upstairs. He wasn't yelling, but his voice was firm. Told her the wedding was off. Told her he wasn't going to be some employee she could control. Told her to come get her stuff from his apartment. She tried arguing, saying they could work it out, saying her parents didn't mean it like that. He hung up on her. Next day, her parents started calling me. Her mom first, crying about how I ruined her daughter's life. How my son was being dramatic, how every boy needs to learn to compromise. Then her dad called, way more aggressive, saying I turned my son against their family, saying I was disrespectful and ungrateful. Then the girlfriend herself called me 4 times in one day. Left voicemails about how I took away the love of her life, how he was supposed to be family. How could I do this to her? I blocked all 3 of them after that. My son moved his stuff out of the apartment they were sharing within a week. Stayed with us for a bit while he found a new place. He didn't talk about her much, but I'd see him deleting photos off his phone, unfollowing her accounts, blocking her friends who were sending him messages. Her parents tried showing up at our house once. I told them through the door that if they didn't leave, I'd call the cops. They left.